Hi, my name is Chinmai, and I am one of the Arts Council for Long Beach's Professional Artist Fellows, and also a contributing artist for this year's partnership between Arts Long Beach and WeRise LA for the month of May. Mental Health Awareness Month. Long Beach is hosting this series of events called Bridging Wellness, and I'll be doing a project called Fear Not. Just thinking about the fears that hinder us and cripple us, and thinking about ways that we can overcome these fears, address them, confront them. The workshop is going to consist of physically erasing our fears and also binding them up and just facing them and burying them actually. So right now I'm coming to you from Northern California. I'm here preparing for a couple shows, and it is a glorious day. There's these little white butterflies that are flitting around everywhere. Springtime is here, and I cannot stop collecting things. The weather's been damp, and then the sun's been out all day, and it's clear skies. So let me just share with you actually the skies. Look at these treetops. Ah, so beautiful. So yeah, it's been difficult to manage my my collections. I have a collection of driftwood. Um, Here's a turkey vulture feather I found, maybe a tail feather. Um, I've been collecting a lot of lichen. This is probably, yeah, this is maybe half of it. And there's the fungi here is beautiful, all different colors and patterns and shapes. And I haven't been collecting the fungi though, just because I don't know much about it and it might be dangerous. So I don't know. Yeah, just wanted to share with you some of my materials that I've been collecting for forthcoming work. So the project that I'm doing is going to be taking place on May 7th at Denizens Co-working and Event Space, and that's at 129 West 5th Street in Long Beach. It's going to be taking place from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. I'll be doing maybe a 40-minute artist talk, and then that's going to be followed by a 2-hour art making workshop. So let me show you what we're going to be doing. This is just like half of the writings that we've collected. So this project debuted at the San Diego Art Institute, and then it traveled to Gould Gallery at the University of Washington, and then it traveled to Harvard, where we did a workshop there, and then it ended up at Gallery 51 at the Massachusetts College of Liberal Arts. And then it's going to be traveling to the Triton Museum in Santa Clara. So excited to be introducing it to the Bay Area and collecting more writings from people. So we've collected over 2,300 scrolls. And so these are all writings that confront fear, um, addressing it. Some of these letters are to fear itself. You can see some of the writing. I've asked participants to scroll them uh, inside out so that we can see the human mark. Aren't these beautiful? These ones here, I want to share. These ones scrolled in white thread. These were written by women who were residing at the Washington State Correctional Facility. Yeah, so there's many more of these, but I could only find 2 of them within the thousands. So just wanted to share that. So we'll be doing these, and then we're going to be burying them in these little jars that you can take home with you, and hopefully you'll contribute some too, because the idea is that as this installation travels, your words and your letting go of fear will travel with it. And it'll all be together. I'm really excited about that idea. So a little bit about the work that I'm currently doing. Um, my current work will, for the past few years, it's addressed the immigration crisis that has always been, but in the past few years, it's been really brought to the forefront, thank goodness. So there's a lot more awareness and attention given to the families that have been going through these things. I am the daughter of refugees. I'm married to a refugee. We've sat with refugee immigrant families who who have been whose fear has affected their life in such severe ways. And so while speaking to them, I've been working with them. I had been asking, like, how do we physically erase this fear for us and for them? And so this is where the project was brought about. So, yeah. So I I was thinking about fear as like this lack of faith, right? So, lack of faith in God, in potential, in each other, um, and knowing that one of the world's missions is to instill fear in our hearts in order to cripple us under submission, like into submission. We see that when we watch the news. Hopefully, y'all aren't doing too much of that because the heart can only handle so much. But yeah, so that is really what inspired this work, in hopes that we can let go of these fears that do cripple us, so that we can move forward, yeah, in faith and in hope that things will be better, that we are capable, and that we have each other. So I wanted to read some quotes. So these are some of them are written to fear itself. Some of them are poems, like when we worked with the women at the correctional facility, it turned into an open mic where they were just reading poetry and reading letters to their families. It was and thank you, Lynn. And so these are, yeah, all different writings. Some are free writing, so it's really whatever the participant wishes to share, or not. These remain unread, so yeah, they're for us. Okay, so I'm going to read some quotes. I have learned over the years that when one's mind is made up, this diminishes fear. Knowing what must be done does away with fear. Rosa Parks. Here's another one. I don't think of all the misery, but of the beauty that still remains. Anne Frank. And I found a sister scripture to this quote that I thought was really, and it's one of my favorites actually. I thought it was so interesting how related they were. Finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are of good report, if there be any virtue, and if there be any praise, think on these things. Those things which ye have both learned and received and heard and seen in me do, and the God of peace shall be with you. And that's Philippians 4:8 and 9. And I loved that in verse 9, how it says, those things which ye have both learned and received and heard and seen and do. Because I'm thinking about fear as a lack of faith. And then thinking about faith is this action word. It's not just simple belief, it's the things that we learn and we receive, and we hear and we do. We see and we do. So shifting fear or shifting faith from being a noun into a verb, and action. And it takes plenty of action to do away with fear, because it is such a strong emotion. So that's what inspired this project. And I hope you'll join us. There's, again, a 20 participant max, but you can register. And so I'm really looking forward to seeing you and working with you. There's a hawk that just flew by. Yes, thank you. Arts Council for Long Beach and WeRise LA for allowing me to serve the community, and allowing us artists room to serve our communities and our people through various art faculties. Hope to see you soon. Bye.